Hey, it's Mario here, and in this video we're going to talk about success, and I want to share with you guys the best piece of success advice that I ever got. So this piece of advice that something that I constantly keep reminding myself of, and it's a piece of advice that I got inspired to talk about by a recent question that got asked by one of my mentors, a guy in his 40s who owns dozens of businesses, he employs dozens of people. As far as I know, he never ran out of business. He invested in multiple different things. And it's kind of that situation where the guy is like the real life Tony Stark. And this guy, he asked me straight up, so you read all these books, you talk to all these people, you have clients who are millionaires, they own multiple different businesses. What is the best piece of advice that you ever got? So he just asked me flat out, what is the thing that just came to your mind when I asked you that question? And he's the type of person that doesn't really believe in reading a lot. He's just like all about personal experience, about taking risks and all of that. And he asked me that question. That's the type of question that doesn't let me sleep at night. If you ask me that type of question an hour before I'm gonna go to bed, I'm not gonna get sleep that night. That's just the way my brain works. And the first thought that came to my mind when I got asked this type of question was that how you do anything in life is how you do everything in life. So let me repeat that. How you do anything in life is how you do everything in life. What does this mean? Well, take two scenarios. Number one is a person who's trying to fake that intent. So let's say, wake up in the morning, check your Facebook, waste 30 minutes, an hour there, just go brush his teeth, forgets to drink water. Oh, what am I gonna eat today? It's kind of like all lousy, all kind of wishy-washy, all without that intent, all kind of just happening, all in that reaction. You don't have that sense of urgency to get shit done. Like, oh, I have to do this thing today, and just tries to complain to their friends. Oh, I have to go to the gym today, complains about that, complains about other things, and just finally makes himself do something. The day goes by, it feels like that person has actually done some work, but at the end of the day, that work was just maybe 1/10 of the full potential that that person could do. Compare that to a person number two. That person wakes up in the morning, straight up, brush teeth, drinks a little bit of water, gets his ass exactly where it needs to be, and starts working on the most important thing of that day. Gets that shit done in two hours. Next, what is the next thing that needs to be done? Just executes. The person number two will get 10 times more work done compared to the person number one, because the person number two actually has clarity of intent. He's gonna say, hey, I'm gonna take a break now, I'm gonna go to the gym, execute that, come back, get food, execute that, get another thing done. And that person number two is actually gonna have 5 hours left at the end of the day to spend with their friends, with their family, to chill out, enjoy life. While the person number one is actually spending most of their day doing kind of pseudo work, right? That's something that I got a term from this book by Cal Newport, which is a book that I'm gonna leave in the description below. It's kind of that person that is like wishy-washy, you know? It's like type of work that it's just wasting your time, basically. You have no respect for your own time, versus the person number two that actually knows the value of time and doesn't want to basically waste their time. It has the ability to fully focus with 100% intent and focus on that thing that has to be done. And think about it for a second, the type of person number two, the type of person with intent, let's say that person meets someone who is, let's say, in a position where they want to make a business deal. That person is going to see, well, this dude is going to execute. This person is going to get things done, versus the number one person who's like, oh, I don't know. You can't fake it, right? You can't become that person from this situation here if you're in that lack of clarity of intent. I see a lot of guys, they go out at night, they try to impress girls, they want to be the boss, I'm the type of person, I get shit done, I'm the type of person that executes. And that same day, they woke up, they slacked and they checked their social media, they slacked on going to the gym, they slacked on getting proper food, they slacked on meditating, they slacked in cold showers, they slacked on all these different things. And at the end of the day, you try to fake that you're kind of that ultimate hustler, that you're that man in your prime. You can't fake that shit. People see directly through that. And when you meet someone who has clarity of intent, you're gonna feel embarrassed. You're gonna feel literally embarrassed and ashamed. You're gonna blush when you meet that person who has true clarity of intent. That person who, okay, that guy knows exactly where he's going. That guy has that aggressive sense of urgency. And when you meet that type of person, you're like, oh my God, I need to be close to that type of person just to get a sense for that energy. Because that energy is lacking in today's world. You don't see that energy a lot. And it's not the type of energy that I'm saying that this person number 2 here is like just that ultimate robot executing thing. No, the person number 2 just values their own time. He knows when it's time to put the phone on the airplane mode and to get shit done. So later in the day, that person can easily chill the fuck out and take his girlfriend around for a walk throughout the city, or go out or spend some time with their family, right? That's the type of person, number 2, that knows the barrier, knows the limits of the human mind, which is that there's no multitasking, there's only single tasking. And the faster you get one thing done, the faster you can move on to the second thing and get that done as well, compared to the person number 2 doesn't value their own time and also doesn't value the time of others around. So this type of person won't be in the company of the person number 2 because it's just a mismatch. The person just a mismatch because this one senses that this person doesn't value time and they can't hang out. That's why people get stuck in a rut. They get stuck with the wrong type of people, because this type of energy, with that wishy-washy, lack of intent type of energy, attracts that type of energy. And you just you just get those types of people in your life and you think that that's normal. Actually, if you want to be successful, if you want to become the best version of yourself, if you want to develop yourself as the person who is the man in your own prime, the man who is on top of all your areas of your life, you actually have to start with that intent. You have to start the day and end the day with that intent. You know exactly what needs to be done and you're executing that thing, compared to being very, very wishy-washy and just wasting your energy, wasting your time, and wasting times of other people around you. So that is the best piece of advice that I ever got in my life, and that is the piece of advice that I constantly have to remind myself, because I do fall into the type 1 mindset. I do sometimes, especially when I'm traveling, it feels like, oh, I can just let loose, I can just let go, let the world take responsibility for a little bit. But typically, it's not the type of mindset that leads to happiness, where I found that the second type that actually allows me to have freedom of my time, because I get the work done earlier, I get everything done, and I can actually control my own time. I feel like I'm much more fulfilled, I'm on my purpose, and I actually get time for myself, and I get to spend time with my loved ones and enjoy my life much more than compared to when I'm just doing that pseudo work. So hope you guys enjoyed. That is the best piece of advice I ever got. Hope it resonates with you. So let me know in the comments below how this resonated with you. It's a little bit of a serious video. It's not really entertaining, but it's something that is a very valuable lesson that I had to learn the hard way in my life. So I hope you enjoyed, and make sure to hit that subscribe button below to support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.